Okay, hold up. This was supposed to be my first video on this channel, but it just happened to be that way. Today, I want to talk about this new language learning app called Fluyo. Fun language learning lessons. And I find this really interesting because if you guys don't know, this is a new language learning app that just released yesterday that was co-founded by a really big language, I would say pretty big language YouTuber named Ikena. Now, you've probably seen them before. I've been subscribed to them for like a long time. And so I followed them way before this because I thought, yeah, they made some cool videos. Well, 2 years ago, they decided to release an app. They talked about it. They've been making videos pretty much ever since. And what's crazy about this is that this is the most funded app on Kickstarter, according to what they said. I don't know if that's actually true, but I mean, you can't deny it actually raised $1.2 million. So it's safe to say an app with that much buzz and that much funding better be good, right? So today, I wanted to take a look at it. Now, again, I'm gonna release more videos. Basically, just a little context of who I am. I'm a YouTuber. I have other YouTube channels. I have like almost 4 million subscribers, over 1 billion views. But on the side of doing YouTube, I've been studying Japanese for about 5 years. So I've learned a lot. And basically, I wanted to make this channel to document my journey, the things that I've learned, the things that, you know, maybe give some tips and stuff like that, and just really kind of, you know, find some fellow language learners to maybe chat with about language learning and stuff like that. This is a weird first video to make since you don't really know much about me if you don't know me from my other channels. But for an app this hyped up, the Google reviews on it are not looking so hot. Has about 228 reviews. And again, this just released yesterday. I believe the supporters got it early, but yeah, 3.5 stars out of 228. Now, for some reason, the iOS version seems to have better reviews, although it only has 90 ratings. Oddly enough, I can't find any bad ratings. I don't know what's up with that. I felt like that's a little fishy, a little weird, but fishy because of fish. So I don't know what this means, but I have it right here. I'm using the Android version because I have BlueStacks because I'm lazy. And there's my dolphin right there. I played this a little bit. I actually played it yesterday, but I was like, you know what? I really want to make a video about this because I love talking about language learning, and I'm going to tell you what I think about it. And I'm just going to give you some, you know, little spoiler alert. I think it does some really cool things, but I'm not a fan of some of the things that it does. And yeah, you guys don't know this yet. Maybe you do, maybe you don't. I'm not a big fan of language learning apps in general, and I don't like Duolingo. This is probably, like, Duolingo is huge, but I truly believe that Duolingo is like one of the worst ways to learn a language. I think it's good to get started, but it's really, I see it as just a time waster. Like, it makes you believe that you're actually learning languages and doing things, but it's super inefficient and you're just wasting a lot of your time. But that being said, I think this kind of suffers from some of the same problems, but it does do some interesting things. But yeah, I haven't seen all of it. So basically, when you start making your account, it asks you like, oh, what language do you want to study? Are you beginner, intermediate? Are you an advanced learner? And I picked like intermediate because I would say that's probably where I'm at in Japanese. And I played around with it a little bit. I got a 1 streak. And it kind of gave you a tutorial of like this like Pokemon battle. I probably should have recorded that. But this game is advertised right here. It says, become fluent in a new language while having fun playing games and meeting others. Sounds really interesting. And again, if you haven't been watching the videos like I have, basically I've already seen like basically what the app is supposed to be about. And right away, when I try to go to like the story mode, the journey mode, which I think is supposed to be the main feature, immediately it says it's locked. I'm like, why? Why is it locked? Your selected language is currently not supported for this mode. Okay, that's really confusing. And yeah, upon further inspection, I guess I have to change it to beginner because the story mode is not meant for intermediate, but yet they didn't tell me that, I don't think, when I created the account. So that's really confusing. So let me figure out how to change it. Actually, how do you change it? I don't know how to change it. So that's already a glaring issue right there. Like, wait, like, how do I change my fluency level? Oh, there it is. Okay, never mind. Found it. I found it right there. Now, okay, I want to make this clear. This app came out a day ago, but so, you know, I'm going to give it the benefit of the doubt. There's probably going to be some kinks that are going to be rolled out, but for this much hype and that much funding, and I didn't even mention that after the Kickstarter, it got even more funding through like investor program. I don't know how much, but it was in the hundreds of thousands of dollars got extra on top of that. So anyway, let's change this to beginner because let's see. So yeah, so basically this is what it shows you in the beginning. Okay, let's just say that I'm a beginner, even though I'm not. And so, yeah, they do have the languages here listed for full support and then for partial support. So if there's full support in Japanese, that was really confusing. So let's see if we can do it now. Okay, so yeah, that was it. So yeah, that's weird. They should really say something about that instead of, because I had to actually look in the chat like to see why I couldn't do the main story. So this is new to me. I haven't done this, so let's get it started and I'll tell you what I think about all this. From what I seen, like they were saying that there's gonna be these like cool games and stuff, but it just seems kind of like a Pokemon thing with your dolphins. Okay, well let's go here. Yeah, and they showed this girl in like the tutorial. All right, let's go. I thought the concept was cool, like creating a game, like a story mode, right? Basically. But you can kind of see it's almost doing the same thing that Duolingo does, basically with this, like you start here and you move up with the levels, you know? Okay, does she not talk?
Hello.
Oh.
I can't wait to teach you Japanese. However, before you can begin learning the language, you need to learn to write it. Learning to read Japanese fluently will take some time, but don't worry. Just learning the basics will give you a huge head start.
Okay.
Hannah,
okay, it's running. It's running kind of slow again. Oh, so I'm using BlueStacks, basically, which allows you to use Android apps on your PC.
The kana are
but it did not run like this yesterday. I think it's just the story mode.
Rather than a vowel or consonant sound.
Okay, yeah, she's running really slow. I'm gonna give them a benefit of the doubt, and this might be my fault. I have no idea. I haven't actually downloaded it on my phone. It has like a 3.5 stars, so I don't know. This might be accurate. I really don't know. I can't say if this is how it's supposed to be, but okay. But it's teaching me about like, oh, this is what Japanese. So Japanese is 3 things. Okay, that's cool. Okay, yeah, very basic stuff. But again, I'm supposed to be a beginner.
Yeah, about how to read the character.
Okay, I'm trying to continue. Can I continue? It's not letting me continue. Why? Is this something I said? Why is it not letting me continue? Okay, well that's not good. That's pretty bad. But I don't know. I feel like this is running decently. Okay, I got it on my iPad, which is about to die, so that's great. But basically, I'm just streaming my iPad. This is actually from my iPad. So let's try it again, see if I can actually continue. Maybe the Android version just sucks or something because yeah, I couldn't even continue. Okay, yeah, no, I mean the loading time. There's a lot of loading, but I'm waiting for it. Okay, well, she's a little smoother in this one.
But don't worry. Just learning the basics will give you
continue.
A huge head start.
Pause, continue. How do you continue the app? How do you continue? I just want to learn. Can I learn, please? Do I have to let her talk? Oh, yeah, you had to let her talk. Like now, see, now the user might not know that you need to let her talk. It's like there's a big continue button. Why can't I click it? Now I can click it. Okay. Which one of these looks like softer shapes of hiragana? Swipe your answer to select it. Okay. Yeah. So basically, it was explaining the writing systems of Japanese. Obviously, I already know this, so I already know that that's. Oh, swipe your answer. Okay. You can't tap. Okay. You have to swipe it. Yeah, it already like reminds me of Duolingo a lot. Okay, that's right. Great work. The little pose. Did she stop talking? I gave her permission to speak, and she's not speaking anymore. She's just posing now. Okay, keep going. Why can't you have to click the arrow? Is that what you have to do, or am I tripping? This is infuriating me. I can't, go, please. Okay. Now, the other one was laggy, but this is still the same issue. Like, this is... Okay. This is bad. This is really bad. I'm not trying to be mean. I just, like, I'm genuinely stuck here. And, like, it's not intuitive what I'm supposed to do to continue. Like, you think, okay, press the arrows. Okay, your pose is very, very adorable, sure. But I would like to learn Japanese and my okay. Now that's just the cherry on top. That's my fault. I should have charged this, but I didn't think I would have to switch. Okay, yeah, your pose is great. You stop posing and teach me Japanese, damn it. I guess we have to go back. I just feel like this they like, why would they release it like this? This is all new to me, by the way. I haven't even gotten to the other parts of the app. Okay, yeah, we've gone through this.
Swipe your answer to select it.
Okay, can I swipe you to stop talking? Okay, maybe my mistake was pausing her. Don't pause her because the game will break. You have to swipe.
That's right. Great
Okay,
work.
she did the pose this time.
食べ物. In
Yeah, don't
contrast,
pause her.
the
It breaks the
katakana
game.
are
Okay.
used to write foreign words,
Yeah,
sort
yeah,
of like
pretty-
how italics are used in English. The Japanese word for computer, computer, is a loaned word from English. Do
Okay,
you
but
hear how
what
it
if I don't
sounds
want to
like
hear you
computer?
speak the entire thing?
Which of these looks like it is written with...
Okay, well, because I already know this, I know what katakana and hiragana is. It's very basic when you're learning Japanese.
Right. Great work.
If I didn't know this,
So there is a
this is
handy
good information.
tool to show
Yes.
learners how to read kanji. These
Okay, you're gonna teach me katakana. So yeah, in Japanese, you have to learn katakana and hiragana. It's like the first thing you're gonna learn, basically. Okay, so it's a free app, but there's a premium version. Again, just like Duolingo and every other freaking app out there, they want you to pay money, right? Of course. I guess they're having a sale, so there's that. It didn't tell me what it gave me though. Like, I don't know what I'm missing. Why didn't you, it didn't say why should I get that? Okay, I'm ready to start learning hiragana. Why is she not talking? I don't know. I love the poses. Like, she just put your finger down. For God's sakes. Can you please? This time I didn't do anything. She just never started talking. This wasn't even my mistake. I'm literally just playing the game, the app. Can I skip? Okay, there was a skip button. Maybe I should just skip this. But this is really buggy. Like this, I don't know why they would have released it like this. Like they didn't have to do this, did they? I mean, she's not even talking. She's just staring at me. If this is supposed to be the main function of the app, this is pretty bad. Well, this is not promising already. It's new. It is new. I will say that. That's the, you gotta keep in mind it's a new app, but I mean, it's pretty bad when the main function of the app is not working and this is supposed to be a big deal. I'm starting to think, how did it get 4.5 stars if I'm literally on using an iPad here? Now, I would like to continue if the game would let me. Please.
Are you ready to start learning hiragana?
There we go. All right. Okay, I'm interested to know how they're going to teach hiragana. Okay, but what if I don't, I just want to read. I don't want you to hear you.
The character shi represents the sound shi. To help remember the sound, think of a Shiba Inu dog laying on his side with his tail curled up in the shape of shi.
Okay, so they're using like mnemonics to kind of help you learn hiragana, which is good. I don't know why they're making you learn shi first. That's typically everything, like when you're learning hiragana, you learn the first ones, which would be a, I, u, e, o. So usually those are usually always the first ones they're going to learn, but for some reason they're using shi, which is like, somewhere in the middle. I don't know. Which one of these words could you use to represent the sound of shi instead of Shiba Inu, I meant, sorry. I'm not a big fan of the swiping. Like, I just want to tap. Like, that would be faster. Like, this is what I don't like about these kinds of apps. And this is the same thing with Duolingo. Like, I feel like they just waste your time. All they do is waste your time so you can pay them money. When you can do this stuff for free. You don't, just use Anki. This is basically what I think. And all right, I'm sorry if I'm being negative, but okay, I'm sorry. Let's pretend that I'm brand new with the language. I don't know anything about it. Which of these words could you use to represent the sound of sheep? I keep saying shibu. Shiba Inu. Okay, sheep. Is that the right answer?
Excellent. You've got the syllable for shi figured out.
Okay. But
Next
I didn't need to know that.
Which is read tsu.
That had nothing to do with Japanese at all. I like the mnemonics. Mnemonics are great for associating things. Okay, can you please stop? You're talking over me and I don't appreciate it. You're being very rude. Okay, which one of these words in hiragana is the same as shitsu? Okay, shitsu. So I guess you just learned those two, so it's going to give you a word. Okay, pretty cool. Cool with that? Yeah, I just think the ordering in which they're doing this is a little odd, but I'm not really against it too much. Which of these words is ushi? Okay.
Ushi.
Okay, tetsu. Yeah, okay, so I think it's pretty cool how they're making you learn, what you just learned, they're asking you to, they're like kind of teaching you words, which is cool.
Now for our last hiragana.
Okay, shihi. Shihi, there you go. I mean, I can't unsee it because I already know. I know how to read it, so like...
Shihi.
But basically, they're just using mnemonics. I see. Okay, okay. All right, this is the second time. This is like an ad pop-up. 39 per year. Okay, let's just say I want to upgrade to premium. What does it give me? Okay, it does tell you. Unlimited lessons, weekly gyms. Okay, so just like Duolingo, you basically you have to pay to basically remove the ads, and basically your ability to use the app unlimited. So this has like some sort of like stamina system as apps do. This is what I don't like about it. Guys, let me tell you right now, all right? If you want to learn Japanese or any language, you could use free apps like Anki. I mean, this is just a first impression, so I would have to go through all of this stuff in order to show you how to do it, but what if I skip the course? Okay, let's just say that, oh man, I learned it all. Let's go here. But like these loading times and things like that, like could be used to actually be learning the language rather than waiting for it. Like waiting for her to stop talking. Like that's my biggest criticism of apps, of language learning apps. At least like stuff like Duolingo and stuff. So yeah, do not fast forward her talking. If you do, it will completely break the app. And oh, it's got like a transcript and everything like that. But it's like, what if I just wanted to read?
As we explore new aspects of Japanese,
so you have to fiddle around to kind of get it to work right. When a question appears, I should think how to answer it, then tap continue, and then oh well, we're about to be cut off here. Swipe the correct answer. Wait, what? Are you asking? What does this have to do with Japanese? Okay, how do you use the word taburo to say I eat? I point at my nose and make eating gestures. I could just say taburo without changing the word at all. Yes, that one. I don't like the swiping. I really don't. Like, just tap it. It's a waste of time. Like, I don't know why they're trying to be fancy with it. Just tap. He's broken again. Dang it. I'm at like 3% over here. I need you to start talking, lady. I'm sure they'll make this better. They have to. If they don't, no one's going to want to use this app. So I'm sure they're going to make this better. But I would like to just like kind of speed through these lessons. That way I can get a feel for what I'm trying to be learning here. But I have not gotten a great experience here. If this is how it is on other iPhones, like I kind of have an older iPad. Yes. But I don't see why that would matter here. She just stops. She just stops. Okay, I'm getting frustrated. Now, one thing that I hated about Duolingo that I appreciate that this app hasn't done yet is the fact that like it'll say like, oh, choose your study level. And like Duolingo says 20 minutes is intense. So, and that's not at all. You basically can't learn crap in 20 minutes. And if you learn Japanese 20 minutes a day, thinking that that's going to get you fluent like fairly quickly, it would take you like 20 years. I'm not even joking. You could literally do the math. So I appreciate that this app doesn't do that. So, I mean, yeah, obviously I haven't progressed on this because as of right now, it seems to be really impossible just to actually progress through the thing. So I want to take a look at the other parts of the app. So I remember when I first created the app, this was like the first screen that I seen. And I was like, what is this? So we have decks. When you learn Japanese, at least like specifically Japanese, but a lot of language learning apps use this. And it's something called Anki, which is a flashcard system that lets you add cards. You can download decks, add them, add your own, stuff like that. And so they seem to have their own decks of flashcards here, centered around different themes. So like art, basic words, career deck, climate deck, community deck. I guess people can create decks, I'm not sure. Education, emotions, yada yada. They even have one for hiragana and stuff like that. Well, obviously if you're a beginner, you probably would want to do the basic words. So, what is happening? Okay, I don't know what's happening. Again, this could be, you know.
House.
There's nothing there. Bro, I played this yesterday on here using the same thing and it did not do this. Yeah, you guys are gonna have to let me know. If you're using this on your phone, unlike me, you gotta tell me, is it better for you? Because this is pretty bad. Okay, this is what it's supposed to look like. I don't know. This could have been my fault. I can't tell you. And it's a very basic flashcard thing. It's just like, okay, to drink. And the game didn't tell me how to swipe, but I was like swiping this way. And basically, if you swipe that way, it means you don't know it. There was no tutorial. At least they didn't tell me nothing. Now, this was before I played adventure mode. So I guess adventure mode might be the tutorial technically. But if I just jumped straight to this because again, it wouldn't let me play it because I was intermediate. So let's just say I know it. So
Nomu.
So you click it and it shows you, yeah, nomu. Mizu o nomimasu. So yeah, I had it set that I was intermediate. And what I already don't like about this is that for some reason when they teach us, they're not showing us the actual kanji. Although they do have the kanji in the sentence, but I don't know why they don't have the kanji right here. So, yume o mimashita. Again, it's missing kanji. Yeah, this one doesn't even have the kanji for yume, which yume definitely has kanji. Might not always be used with kanji in hiragana, but it's missing it, so I don't like that already.
To give, to
Okay,
ageru.
ageru. Now, so yeah, I mean, they give you the stuff here. Kuruma, yeah. We're not learning any kanji here. When you're learning Japanese, like the most efficient way is just to learn the freaking word with the kanji, how it's actually written. Like again, it might not always be written in kanji, but it definitely is sometimes, for sure. Like a lot of these words.
To take.
Toru, okay. Okay, so this one was written in kanji. So yeah, but like, why can't they just show me the word right here instead of just only in hiragana? Now, I don't know if this changes, but again, I set myself to like upper intermediate, so it definitely should have had kanji, I think. Unless only advanced people. Like, I don't know what they consider intermediate and what's advanced. It's just very confusing. Like, it just feels like you're learning a whole new system, and it's like, it doesn't have to be this way. You could just start learning kanji from like way earlier. Now, I mean, I'm gonna make more videos explaining my process of how to learn Japanese, and I have videos kind of ready. This is just a weird first video for me to make, but I wanted to talk about it. So again, this was advertised as like a video game, right? It's almost like a fun game you can play while learning languages, which for me was the most interesting thing about Fluyo, which I thought was intriguing. I was like, okay, that actually sounds really cool. Has been done before? I'm not exactly sure, but they have two games, one called Recall Master and Bomb Royale. I tried playing Recall Master yesterday. Even though it says I played a match, I never actually played a match. Like, it just loaded and then it didn't load right and then I just won. The only game that I've got it to load was the Bomb Royale. So it has like an online system, and let's see if we can actually get into a match. So you can do it against a computer or against a player that's online. I think this is cool. I do think this is pretty cool. I don't think Duolingo has anything like this to where you can like play a game, with somebody. I think this is probably one of the coolest things about this app, honestly. Now, so what these games are going to be using are the cards that you know. So remember those cards that we were doing? It's going to be testing me on the cards that I've already reviewed. So yesterday I got a match. Oh, no match. So it was working yesterday when I first played it, and it was pretty early on when I was playing the game. Like it hadn't been out that long. And yeah, I got like one match, but then I tried the other game, and then this was my result. Like, you would just search, it says, oh, you found an opponent, and it just didn't work. Okay, it just don't work. Again, I promise you, I did get one match yesterday. So maybe let's just do it against the computer, just to show you what the game is. Because at the end of the day, I guess it doesn't really matter. Well, it does matter if it's advertised, it's supposed to work. It just ain't working for me, If you have a different experience, please leave it in the comments. Okay, so I only found one person yesterday. I guess it's 4 players. I did not know that. So I guess it's like a bomb. It's like kind of catch the potato, but with language learning. So when I get the bomb, I have to answer a question, and I have a timer. I guess you could put like emojis. They don't really seem to do anything. I don't know what that's about. I was trying to press them yesterday in my online match that I got, but it doesn't do anything. Okay, so we got watashi, right? There it is, watashi. Again, only hiragana, no kanji at all. Which watashi is always spelt with kanji and never hiragana. So I don't like that. So, hanasu. Okay, to speak. And you just pretty much do this. The match that I did play yesterday kind of went on for a while, and I felt like it never really got harder, So she's kanojo. So it's a cool concept. Is it super fun? Oh, they're using the emojis. I didn't get no emojis. Okay, to go, iku. So my emojis don't work for some reason. I don't even know what this emoji is. It's like a half emoji. Like, I don't know what that means. Yay, I won. Woohoo. So again, I think the idea is cool to play like online games, but it just doesn't really work that great. Okay, let's play now. So I guess you could challenge your friends too. So there's a sort of social part of the app, which I'm gonna explore a little later on. This is just first impressions of what it is. I believe it is in beta or something. It's an early version of the app still, but it's still released to the public. Okay, what do I do? Select your word in 8. Oh, so you have to select a word for them to become. There you go. Translate to become in Japanese. Oh, do I type it? No, that was my bad. I'm an idiot. Okay, kanojo. Wait, am I supposed to have Japanese text? Wait, I'm confused. Okay, so they're giving me words. Okay, to drink. Translate to drink into Japanese. Am I supposed to have a Japanese keyboard? What if you don't? I got it right, damn it. Sakan. Yeah, I think they expect me to type it. Okay, let me see. I actually have a Japanese keyboard, but I don't have it activated right now. I'm so confused. Okay, let's see. Let's see if I can activate my keyboard. I mean, it's a mobile thing, so I don't think it's gonna work. No, it ain't gonna work that way. Yeah, I can't do it. I definitely felt like I should have got them some, like if I'm typing in English, I guess I should have gotten some of them right. I am confused. I got them all wrong. Okay, isn't it just Hanasu? It is, but like it's not letting me type in Japanese. I think it wants. This is very confusing. It's not telling me what to do. Usually apps, like if they wanted you to type in Japanese, they would just immediately translate what you're typing into Japanese. I know like Boonpro does that. Another like Wanikani I think does that as well. I don't know what the goal there. Maybe I just wasn't understanding that game. It looks like they even have like a ranking system, which again, I like that. I do like the games. Like, you know, if this gets improved later, I might just find myself playing this game just for the game. Like an online game, just to rank up, you know? Like to get into the higher levels with like more confusing words, I bet would probably be fun. But right now, like just judging by what I'm playing on my systems, it seems very clunky and just like what is going on? And I can't even find a match, even though I found one yesterday. Okay, so here's like the social system, basically almost like Discord or something, I would say. Basically, like there's these groups of people that you can join, and okay, this is the first one. This is Koriwa Pen Des. It's like a Japanese meme, I'm assuming. So in your settings, like it didn't even make me do this, but in my settings, like when I was exploring, it gave you an option to put like what you're interested in, and it would let you pick these like tags, right? And so I picked them, and so it gives you like these communities that match your tags the closest. So that's why it says 5 matching tags, but okay, I guess it's okay. It only lets you have 100 members. That's why I can't join it. But you can preview it, and you can see that it's people chatting, which is cool. You know, I got nothing against that. Like being able to chat with people, make friends, very cool. Why are they only limited to 100? I have no idea. Maybe because it would get too crazy, maybe? I know there was a very controversial thing with Duolingo where there was a comment section and people really enjoyed that, and then they just took it away for some reason. I have no idea. Maybe because people were criticizing them for some stupid choice that they made. Because I heard Duolingo has kind of gone downhill in certain ways, in certain aspects. So that's cool to me. I like that you can make your friends. But the app itself, it seems very buggy in more ways than one. And again, I'll say this again. At the end of the day, I think that these apps are time wasters. Like, because you have to deal with so much loading and it's like, buy this, buy that, when there is a much easier way, or like faster, more efficient way to learn Japanese. Learn hiragana, learn katakana, and then just get Anki and get it either like a pre-made deck of basic words of Japanese, which are completely, it's all free online. Sure, Anki looks like not so great. I'll show you what Anki looks like, but I know for a fact that Ikena, the creator of this app, knows about Anki. They've talked about it in their videos before. But okay, and not only that, but like, yeah, so it says I have 2 hours and 46 time left today, which is like, that's actually a lot of time. That's more time. I think yesterday said like I had an hour left. I could be wrong about that. But yeah, you have like goals of like, you know, doing experience. I'm cool with that. Like things that do keep people going. I do like that aspect. So I like the experience stuff and like that. But again, like I just don't like the way the flashcards are. Like they're not teaching you a kanji when I feel like you should definitely be learning kanji. Now, could that be linked to my story mode? And like, it's like maybe if I learn the kanji in the story mode, it'll change the flashcards. I have no idea. The game does not tell me. The app, the game, it's, you know, it's a game, whatever. It doesn't tell me that. So just judging by a person that studies languages, like this is my first impression. So here's Anki. This is what I was talking about. So it's just flashcards, right? No, there's no dolphins. No, it's not pretty. But the cool thing about like Anki is that you can customize it as much as you want. You can change colors, you can change everything. It's fully customizable. It's just a little bit of a setup, yes. That's the difference between these apps. And I get it that they're trying to make something that's like, you just download it and you start, it tells you what to do and you do it. But at the end of the day, it's just not as efficient. It's just not. So like, look at, this is teaching me a word, right? Bam, it's teaching me how it's written. This is how ski is normally written in the kanji. It's not just saying suki. And yeah, okay, do I know it? Do I yes or no? You know, I know it. Anata. Well, we already learned this word. Anata is written like this normally, so. And look at, I've already gone through 3 cards. Oh, these are some of my anime cards that I made. See, like, I can literally basically take stuff that I know, right, of like actual stuff that I'm interested in, like anime itself, and make a card out of it, right? And you can even add, you can customize it as much as you want with pictures, sounds, make it as pretty or as ugly as you want, simple. And with these apps, like, I'm not just talking about Fluyo, I'm talking about everything. You just can't do this stuff. And look I've already learned so like much more. I've already went through like 5 cards and there was no loading screen. And it's the same exact concept. It's just not as pretty, you know, unless you want to make it pretty. But yeah, I just wanted to give my first impression on Fluyo. And I would say my first impression is that it's very buggy. I know it's early and surely they will fix it if they want to keep being successful. If they want to be successful, they will fix it. So keep that in mind, and I would definitely love to do an update later on. But if you're the kind of person that's just barely starting out in Japanese and you want something to keep you going and you like dolphins, then Fluyo is probably a good app to, you know, maybe start learning, as long as the app actually works right. And then they kind of nudge you in the right direction, telling you like why you need to learn these things and why is it important. And again, I think the games are kind of the coolest part, because who doesn't want to learn and play games at the same time? Like that's like really awesome. But it's like, are the games super fun? Like, you know? So there was like a tutorial for the Pokemon like sort of looking game, which was like the advertised the most, I think. I'm guessing this is probably going to be later on in the story mode, but I haven't got there yet, so I can't speak on that. Now, obviously, I think you should go download it yourself and you can decide whether or not you like it, but I just thought with all the hype, it would be good just to take a look at this. I actually want to take a look at some of the Android reviews because my Android experience was awful. It was absolutely awful, like at least on the story mode, like the adventure mode. The idea is great, but a lot of it's just unfinished, moving tabs, weird tab icons, weird layout for the decks, lesson skipping grammar. I only did one lesson in French and had to guess because I didn't know. Oh, I didn't know that. This app has a long ways to go, especially considering how much funding and hype is received. So yeah, that's why I wanted to make this video. Some buttons don't work, or it takes a long time for them to react. I mean, at least in the adventure mode, like it didn't even like, yeah, it wasn't clear like why I couldn't continue on. Like you should just let the user skip through things if they want to, you know, you can't, that's what I'm saying. It just wastes time. They don't know that you have to the lady has to stop talking. Basic user-friendly button paths are not in place. I'm guessing with like making friends and stuff. I don't know. I haven't tried that. Instead of having simple back buttons, you have to exit out the whole lesson and restart. Map graphics need to be higher fidelity. So here's a good review. So far so good. The criticisms from the other reviews are valid. In due time, I believe it will get smoothed out. My biggest thing is sometimes when fighting the monsters and the speaker says the kana followed by you needing to choose the right answer, I barely hear what's being said. The audio is very low. Well, okay, I didn't even notice that. I really like the concept of this app and had extremely high hopes, but at the moment it feels very much like an alpha release. I believe they said it was beta, and I don't know the terminology of that stuff very well, but I think beta is better than alpha. I'm pretty sure. Half of the navigation buttons don't work. Everything lags for at least a second after you press a button. The flashcard counter doesn't seem to work, and there is no option to speed up or slow down the narration. Oh yeah, no, there was buttons for it, but it just didn't work right. I wish they wouldn't ask me to buy premium after every level in my face. Just let me choose to get premium instead of trying to force it. Lots of bugs with games buttons not working. Yeah, like I noticed. So yeah, I mean, being so new, it's, I guess, unfair to say that this should be on the same level as Duolingo, but with this much funding, I feel like what we've gotten so far definitely is not up to par with what it should be. Like, if you're going to be releasing to the public, why would you subject yourself to, if you know that it's buggy and it doesn't work right, why would you put it out? You know, like, it's one thing to have certain bugs that it's just like, okay, you can ignore that, but like for me, just trying to progress in the story mode was almost a chore. Like I couldn't even do it. So I don't, you know, again, like it could be hardware related. I don't know. But why would they put it out like this? You know, it just makes them look bad. Anyway, that's my take on this. I don't like to be completely negative about things. I think it's a cool idea, and I would like to do a follow-up video once, because it's literally been out for 2 days. I just think that they should have definitely had it more ready. But that's it. Let me know what you think. Subscribe if you like language learning, Japanese specifically, because that's what I'm going to be talking about. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.